legislature to do what is right, we must also remember the planet and the land that we must invest in, that we must continue to stop. We must stop exploiting. And so I call to the stage Katie Lessard, youth leader and intern with 350 New Hampshire, to school us on what Mother Nature deserves from us.
As well as an intern with 350 New Hampshire. Thank you all for taking the time to come here and join us for this important cause. There are countless problems in New Hampshire state budget, but I'm going to focus on an issue that is near and dear to me. The climate crisis is a problem that threatens the lives of so many people and will make life harder for countless others. This is an issue that is important to me as a young person who will live to deal with the impacts of the climate crisis if these issues aren't resolved now. But New Hampshire and the world have not taken the necessary steps to reduce the impacts of this crisis. In fact, climate change isn't even mentioned in the New Hampshire state budget. Many of our state representatives' attitudes towards climate change have been ones of denial or avoidance. This needs to change. I got involved as a climate volunteer a few years ago in order to have a voice on an issue that deeply affects my generation. And through volunteering, I've met with many of our state representatives and senators to advocate for climate change. The responses that I've gotten have been disappointing. A few have been positive, but many representatives prioritize the economy over our response to the crisis. And a few have even called climate change a hoax. It's upsetting to see politicians prioritize the economy in the short term, rather than the people's lives that will be affected and those whose lives are already affected. Our politicians are not here to represent the economy. They are here to represent the people. They are here to represent the millions of refugees who will be displaced due to rising sea levels. They are here to represent the New Hampshire farmer who yields no crops because of drought caused by rising temperatures. They are here to represent the family who worked hard to buy their own home, but is now displaced due to a forest fire that came and destroyed it. They are here to represent the hard-working people in New Hampshire's tourist industry who will lose their jobs when the ski slopes close due to rising temperatures. They are not here to represent the interests of corporations that prioritize money over saving lives. Yet this is what their budget proposal is about. Corporations do not have the power to vote and should not have their views represented by our representatives. Our representatives are supposed to be of the people, but somehow we haven't been prioritized. We demand that New Hampshire prioritizes low-income and Black, Indigenous people of color who will disproportionately experience the effects of the climate crisis if action isn't taken. We demand that New Hampshire takes action on the climate crisis because New Hampshire needs to prioritize lives over money. This budget is a disappointment and New Hampshire must do better. Thank you.